بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, this is lecture number 9. It is about weak forms and strong forms of function words. That is still in chapter 12. We have stated in the previous lecture that function words are pronounced in their weak forms when they are in connected speech. However, when they are pronounced alone, that is in isolation, they are pronounced in their strong forms. But in connected speech, they become weak. However, there are a few cases where this rule does not apply, which means even though the function word is pronounced in connected speech, it keeps its strong form. It keeps its strong form. Still, it is pronounced strong. What are these cases? The first one, when the function word occurs in the end of the sentence. In the end of the sentence, in final position. For example, the word of. If the word of is pronounced in the middle of the sentence, just like this, I'm fond of chips, of, it is weak. But when it comes in final position, it becomes strong. It's chips which I'm fond of. O, O, in the middle of the sentence, in final position. But not all function words can occur in final position. Anyway, the second one, when a weak form word is being contrasted or coordinated with another word. Example, the letters from him, not to him. The two prepositions from and to are contrasted in this example. They are contrasted. So they are pronounced in their strong form. This is their weak forms, from and to. However, in this sentence, because they are contrasted, they keep their strong form. This is the correct way to pronounce them. From and to, not from and to. The same prepositions are contrasted in this sentence, coordinated. I often traveled to and from Paris. To and from are two words, two prepositions which are coordinated in this sentence. That's why they keep their strong form. To, from, not to, from. Okay, this is another case. The third case is that when a weak form word is emphasized, it is being emphasized, that is, it is maybe the focus of the sentence. That's why we keep it strong. Example, you must give me more money. The word must is stressed, is emphasized. That's why it is pronounced in its strong form, not the weak form, which is must or must, without sometimes. So the word must is emphasized in the sentence. That's why it keeps its strong form. The fourth case is when a weak form word is being cited or quoted. Example, you shouldn't put and at the end of the sentence. The word and, which is a function word normally pronounced with the form an or without the consonant sometimes, is made strong here because it is being quoted. Look at the quotation marks. The word and is quoted, that's why it is pronounced in its strong form. Actually, the rest of the chapter is providing examples of common weak form words and their pronunciation in connected speech. Actually, they are left for you to read and practice. However, there are several points. Before that, let me tell you, where do you find these examples? They start from page 90. Look, for example, the word the and the before consonants, the before vowels. This is how do we pronounce them in their weak form. And an with schwa, and with schwa, and so on. All these are examples on weak forms and how do we pronounce them in connected speech. However, there are several points which are worth noting here. Sorry, and I'm going to comment on some of them in this lecture and leave some others for the next lecture. Let's start with the pronunciation of words that have ha in the spelling. Initially, they start with ha letter. Usually, the ha letter is retained when the word is at the beginning of the sentence. At the beginning of the sentence. If the function word, which starts with ha letter, is found in the beginning of the sentence, the ha sound is kept. We don't delete it. Nevertheless, it is omitted in the contexts. Let's have a look at this example. Have you sent the email? Have you sent the email? Look at the ha. It is pronounced. We keep it. Why? Because have is a word that comes at the beginning of the sentence. In other context, for example, I told him about the plan. We normally pronounce it im. I told him about the plan, not told him, because this is not in initial position, not in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, have you noticed the difference? This is in the beginning of the sentence, and this is the ha sound or the ha letter, which is not pronounced because it is not in the beginning of the sentence, it is in the middle of the sentence. Another point is about the pronunciation of that. This word, this function word, has two pronunciations. The first one is strong whenever it has a demonstrative sense, like that is my book. Here, that is a demonstrative. That's why it is pronounced in its strong form, because it is a demonstrative word. But when that comes as a relative pronoun, that is a part of a relative clause, it's going to be weak. So weak form if it is a relative pronoun. This is the book that I found. The, not that, the. It becomes a schwa. So this is the strong form when it is a demonstrative, and this is the weak form when it is a relative pronoun. Another point, the pronunciation of the word some. It is strong if it is used to mean unknown individual before a countable noun. Some animal broke the window. Some. This is strong. Some animal broke the window, because this noun is a countable noun and the meaning is unknown individual. We don't know what is that animal, a cat or a dog, or it's an animal, unknown. The second case is it's the pronunciation of the word some as in weak form when, if it is before an uncountable noun, which means unspecified amount, uncountable, like some money, not some money with a schwa, or countable nouns to mean unspecified number of, like some books. So in these two cases, whether it is unspecified amount or unspecified number, in both cases it is the word some is a quantifier, actually it has a different meaning from the one in A. Okay, these are 3 points. We have some other points, we will leave them for the next lecture, inshallah. Thank you for listening, my students. I wish you the best of luck.